te vamos a leer la historia de Cinderella. Dice, Cinderella, the mice saved the day. Cinderella imagined herself dancing at the royal ball. As she held her mother's old dress against her, it needed a few alterations, but they wouldn't be difficult if only she could find the time to do them. Cinderella! 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 Yelled her stepmother, and stepsisters again. Cinderella! They were getting ready for the ball, and they wouldn't give Cinderella a moment's peace. I guess my dress will just have to wait, the poor girl sighed. As she left the room, Jack, one of Cinderella's favorite mouse friends, said, "No what, Cinderella? No go to the ball?" The other mice looked at him startled. "Work, work, work," he explained with disgust. "She never gets this dress done." Cinderella's animal friends decided to surprise her by fixing the dress. After all, she had been caring for them for years. Just that day, she had rescued poor Gus from a mousetrap. Then she had dressed him, fed him, and protected him from her stepmother's mean cat. So together with the birds, her attic family lifted ribbons and scissors and sewing needles to help make Cinderella's dream come true. Well, they worked together happily and like a good team. "Thank you so much," the beautiful girl exclaimed, when she saw what her friends had done for her. The birds and the mice were overjoyed to see Cinderella so happy. She deserved to have this special evening, and never complaining for all she had to endure from her stepsisters and stepmothers. Cinderella still hoped that one day she would find true happiness. However, it was not long before her stepmother and stepsister took hope away from her. Tearing her beautiful dress to shreds, they left her alone, sobbing in the garden. There, soothed a new voice. And then Cinderella's fairy godmother magically appeared. "Oh, no, no, no! Dry your tears, darling," she said. "You can go to the ball looking like that." Cinderella started to explain that she was not going to the ball, but her fairy godmother would not agree with it and did not want to hear any complaints. And waving her magic wand, she turned a pumpkin into a magnificent carruaje. Cinderella and her animal friends stared at the magic in amazement. And then she said the magic words, singing with a harmoniously voice, very calmly. And the four mice, including Gus and Jack, were turned into proud horses. As for Cinderella, her new gown shimmered like diamonds, and she stood staring at her image in the fountain with disbelief. "It's more than I ever hoped for," she declared, her eyes sparkling. When she arrived at the palace, Cinderella was swept into a dream world. As she and the prince swirled around the dance floor, everybody turned to stare at the beautiful girl who had caught the prince's eyes. "Who is she?" they asked. "She must be a princess." None could have imagined that earlier that day she had been dressed in rags. Never had Cinderella known such happiness as the handsome young prince bowed before her. She felt her heart pounding, and they danced together in the castle garden, swept up in the splendor of the evening, gazing into her eyes. The prince leaned to kiss her. Just as the clock struck 12, She heard the bell, and Cinderella remembered her fairy godmother's warning that the spell will be broken at midnight. She raced down the grand staircase, leaving behind one of her dainty glass slippers. The next day, doing her chores again, the young girl hummed dreamily, realizing that Cinderella was the princess' mysterious love, and also it was able with that love to find the prince love too. Her stepmother mercilessly locked her in her attic room. "Oh no, please let me out!" cried Cinderella. She knew that the Grand Duke was trying the glass slipper on every maiden in the kingdom, and he will be here soon. "We have just got to get that key," Jack told Gus. Despite the danger, they pulled the key out of the stepmother's pocket and then pushed out and pulled it in up to the long staircase. With the last burst of energy, Cinderella's exhausted little friends were finally able to slip the key under her locked door. "Thank you," she cried. Hurrying down the steps, Cinderella heard a crash. The slipper she had left behind was broken, and pulling the other slipper out of her pocket, she called to the Grand Duke, "May I try this one on you, on your feet?" The perfect fit proved that Cinderella was indeed the young woman who had won the prince's heart, and then Jack and Gus were cheering happily for their beautiful friend Cinderella as they watched her dreams come true. And then, aquí está, mira, acá está. ¡Ay, mira acá está! ¡Qué bonito! Love stories. Love stories. Lo voy a enseñar.
Ya está.